my name is Chantel. Welcome back to my channel and thanks for hanging out with me today. So today we're going to talk about episode 15 of Fruits Basket. And you guys are probably confused because I haven't talked about Fruits Basket since April, since I went to go watch it in theaters before it started airing on a weekly basis. Anyway, what I wanted to say, just in case if you don't, for whatever reason, follow me on there or you don't have a Twitter, I did tweet out saying the reason why I kind of stopped talking about Fruits Basket, and the reason being is because I don't want to accidentally get too excited and accidentally spoiled something that was in the original anime, because I have seen the original anime. I haven't read the manga, so anything manga related, I don't know, so do not tell me, because there was an asshole who accidentally got too excited and accidentally spoiled something that happens literally at the end of the manga. At least that's what my friend Mia told me, and I was like, why? So because of that, like I said, I don't want to be that asshole that accidentally gets excited, talks about it, and is like, oops, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, that is basically why I haven't been talking about it, but I'm gonna go ahead and make an exception for this week's episode because there was a lot of new stuff added in this week's episode that I was not really familiar, and I'm just like, wait a minute, hold up. Like, that was like how I felt towards the end of the episode, and I need to talk about it. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the one thing that I'm just kind of like question marks all over the place, because I'm like, huh, that's interesting. And that is the major foreshadowing about Hatori and possibly like falling in love again. So towards the end of this episode of Fruits Basket, and I had to go watch the original because I was like, let me double check and make sure, because I definitely don't remember them saying anything about Mayu at all. I was like, who's Mayu? And when I watched the original episode for the anime, I was like, yeah, they never mentioned anything about this woman. So I'm like, huh, interesting. So what that tells me is that is probably going to be the person that Hatori's probably gonna end up falling in love with. That's just my guess, because like, why would you foreshadow it? Why would you mention someone like that if she wasn't gonna have any significance with Hatori? Especially because the last few seconds of this episode, it shows us who this woman is. And I'm like, And then you hear Shigure in the background saying, you know, how he wants Hatori to find his happiness and that he probably will eventually will, and blah, blah, blah. Like, this sweet old speech that you hear him talking. And I'm like, okay, this is like some big old foreshadowing that they're just putting in our faces. Because I'm like, there's just no way she isn't gonna have like a significance towards Hatori. Like, these two are connected somehow. And I'm actually really excited to see what's gonna happen between these two, because it looks like there's gonna be something there. I don't know what, because like I said, I haven't read the manga, but like, why would you say something about, you know, Hatori falling in love and then focusing on Mayu? Like, you know, to me that was like, this is very, very suspicious. So I'm actually excited, and I'm excited to get to know this lady that will probably be introduced to us later. I don't know when she's gonna show up again, but that was pretty cool to see. As I said, I don't know anything that's gonna happen at all because I didn't read the manga. My friend Mia has read the manga, so it's kind of fun to hear her, especially when we watch the episodes on a weekly basis, being like, I wonder what that could be about. Like, she's done that a couple things, and like, she'll hint here and there to us, and I'll be like, what, Mia, like, what are you talking about? You know, and I'm like, anytime Mia like mentions something like interesting as we're watching the episode, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna like keep, you know, I'm gonna put a pin on that to see what that's about, like what she just said, you know, stuff like that. Anyway, so yeah, that was really, really interesting, especially because, like I said, this character was never introduced in the original anime, so it was really interesting to see. And another thing that I do want to talk about that was different in this week's episode was the big old thing with the hat. I know everyone keeps like talking about the hat, and I don't know what significance the hat has. I am like so confused, but like I see all the Fruits Basket people that have read the manga go crazy about this hat. And I'm just like, oh, what's going on? Like, what is the deal with this hat? Like, like what's going on? You know, I'm very, very confused about this hat. But then seeing how in last week's episode, the hat made like a return and Yuki saw the hat, and then for it to be picked up again in this week's episode was really, really interesting. And again, I'm having like a bunch of question marks going off in my head. I'm like, what does this mean? And I'm like, wait, was Yuki the little boy that Toru met like a while back ago that she doesn't remember? I'm like, what's going on? Does the hat belong to Yuki? Like, I am so confused. Like, I don't know what to make of this. Because at first, when we get introduced to the hat, like, I thought it was Kyo. But now, with these past 2 episodes and Yuki's reaction, I'm like, wait, did this hat belong to Yuki? Does this have, like, any significance with him? Because, like, his reaction when he saw it in last week's episode was very, very interesting. He seemed kind of shocked, and it seemed like he recognized that hat. So I'm like, okay, like, what's the deal here? And it's like, oh my gosh, it's torture not knowing what the freak is going on with this hat. Like, I want to know. And then Yuki was gonna say something in this week's episode, but like, he just didn't say anything. He's just like, oh no, never mind, like, it's nothing, don't worry about it. I'm like, Yuki, spill the beans about the hat. I want to know. As someone watching, I need to know about this goddamn hat, because like, it's driving me insane not knowing like what the heck is going on here with this goddamn hat. Jesus. Oh man, like, I am so curious, and I kind of want to cave and see like what is going on with this hat, but no, I'm gonna like hold myself back and just let myself be surprised and see it all reveal itself to me slowly with this reboot. So I don't know, man, like, I'm getting kind of excited now, especially seeing Yuki's reaction. I'm like, oh my god, like, ah! But besides that, that's actually the 2 things that I really, really wanted to discuss in my video with this week's episode, because those things were like very, very different from the original anime, and it's really nice to see as someone, like I said, has seen the original anime, but like all this new information is like coming at us and they're like foreshadowing things, and I'm just like, wait, hold up, you know, like it's super fun, and it's really great that this reboot is doing stuff like this to keep us that have seen the original anime like still interested. But also I like seeing the manga readers being like, you know, like, because I see all the manga readers. Oh my gosh, it's been very, very interesting with Fruits Basket. So I guess with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, because I don't want to ramble on too much and make this video super duper long. I just really wanted to talk about those 2 key things that weren't in the original anime, especially because I need to let my thoughts out somewhere. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed hearing me ramble on and like freaking out over like this hat, because I need to know what the freak is going on with this hat. Anyway, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!